Welcome to our channel. In this video we will see what you need to know about breastfeeding and smoking. Continuing to smoke during the breastfeeding period is allowed, as long as you do not chain the packs. Too much tobacco harms the quality of feedings, but also the health of babies. So, if you continue to smoke while breastfeeding, here are the precautions you can take to keep your baby healthy. Can I breastfeed if I smoke? Have you decided to breastfeed baby while continuing to fall for a cigarette from time to time? Don't beat yourself up. Breastfeeding and smoking are not totally incompatible. Indeed, no real danger has been demonstrated, as long as consumption remains moderate. The nutritional qualities of your milk will still do their job, allow baby to grow and protect himself against most infections. The benefits and protective effect of breastfeeding against respiratory infections exist even in cases of maternal smoking. There is a tendency to say that a baby who is breastfed by a smoker is better than a baby who is not breastfed and exposed to secondhand smoke. Does nicotine pass into breast milk? Cigarette smoking and breastfeeding. The risk of weaning the baby earlier. Several studies show that the presence of nicotine in milk, in small or large doses, can affect the quality of feedings. Tobacco first lowers the level of prolactin, a hormone that triggers milk production. Moms who smoke quickly find themselves without milk. Weaning usually takes place earlier in their child compared to non-smokers. Nicotine also disrupts the milk ejection reflex. The milk then flows more slowly. Consequence: babies suckle with difficulty, feed less and gain little weight. The special flavor tobacco gives your milk is not to all babies taste either. If you continue to smoke during your pregnancy, your child is used to it, tobacco already happening in the amniotic liquid, and should not balk at the time of feeding. On the other hand, if you resume smoking at birth, you may have to wait a little before baby appreciates this strange scent. Breastfeeding and tobacco, what consequences for the baby? If you are a heavy smoker, while breastfeeding, your baby is sure to ingest nicotine. This is absorbed by the body and is found in milk. Note that its concentration depends on the number of cigarettes you smoke, the way you smoke, with or without inhalation, and the time elapsed between the last cigarette and the feeding. It is best to wait 2 hours after smoking to feed your child. If you are not a heavy smoker, that is, up to 5 cigarettes a day, baby will not be more agitated than another. On the other hand, if you are a heavy user of nicotine, 10–15 cigarettes per day, signs of intoxication may appear. Help in quitting or simply reducing tobacco is then more than recommended. More frequent colic, tachycardia, pallor, vomiting, diarrhea, drowsiness and over-restlessness are visible in babies absorbing high nicotine levels. Researchers have found, in the urine of babies breastfed by smoking mothers, more than 5 cigarettes per day, a rate of cotinine, nicotine byproduct, 10 times higher than that of babies with smoking mothers, but fed on artificial milk. Also note that colic is twice as common in babies of smoking mothers. How long after smoking can you breastfeed? It takes about 8 hours for all traces of nicotine to disappear from the blood. If you can't stop smoking, it's best to smoke after you feed. Watch out for passive smoking. Tobacco smoke in the ambient air is more harmful to baby than the nicotine it absorbs through breast milk. Passive smoking increases the risk of ENT and bronchopulmonary diseases, as does the occurrence of sudden infant death syndrome. A tip for parents who smoke: never smoke in the house and remember to ventilate your interior regularly. Breastfeeding and quitting smoking. Stopping smoking is obviously the most appropriate solution to preserve baby during breastfeeding when you are a smoker. If you feel ready and motivated enough, now is the time. But the postpartum period is often accompanied by great emotions. You may not need to add the stress of smoking cessation to it. Patch, chewing gum. What about nicotine substitutes during breastfeeding? Know that nicotine substitutes are useful if they are used correctly. The best? Chewing gums, taking the same precautions as if you were smoking, take them right after feeding. If you opt for the patch, choose one that comes off at night so that the nicotine doesn't leak into your milk all the time. In all cases, do not hesitate to call a tobacco specialist. He will be able to guide you step by step to quit smoking. Thank you for watching. For more information, Please click the first link in the description. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.